Ball's life. Yo, right now, I'm listening to 21 Savage. I don't know if it's like, is it kind of focused on there? A little bit?
Now
yeah?
It is.
Yeah, okay, so I'm listening to I Beyond by YG featuring 21 Savage. It goes hard. If y'all want to know anything about, oh, you're good.
You can use it, bro.
Yeah, so if you guys want to make gains, listen to 21 Savage. But, okay, so right now we're doing a shoulder workout. I'm planning, okay, so whenever I'm talking about doing a shoulder workout, I try to start off by doing a compound lift, right? So a compound lift for shoulders is going to be some shoulder presses, some OHPs, some overhead shoulder presses, all right? So I'm going to show you guys how to do this. So Jacob, you come in. So I think the most common mistake people make about doing some OHPs or overhead shoulder presses is that they come right here, and notice how my back is like bent like this. You don't want to do that, and one way you can correct that is by squeezing your glutes, and that's going to help you keep a more upright position, keep your whole body locked in, and give you a great foundation to push off of. Now, let's start the actual movement itself. You want to kind of keep your elbows in line, in one straight line, and as you push up, like this looks like a good shoulder press, right? But what you need to do is kind of push your head forward to make sure that your elbows stay in that one line. So let me show you guys what it looks like when I don't push my head through the movement. It's kind of up, and it gets away from my body.
It's almost like it becomes an incline.
Yeah, it becomes like an incline press, and when it gets away from your body, you move the focus away from your shoulders. What you want to do is you want to keep tension in your shoulders at all times. So let me come through, show you guys what it looks like whenever I do a clean shoulder press, pushing my head throughout the movement, and keep my shoulders engaged. All right. So this is a clean shoulder press right here. All right. So slightly push your head through the bar. It's like you kind of want the bar to be like at least kind of like over your head. You don't want to be in front of your head, because if it's in front of your head, you lose engagement in your shoulders. What, the hair coming up? No, be straight. Be straight. Notice the Wolverine shirt I'm wearing right now, yo. Look at this. It's clean, isn't it?
Gangsta.
It's clean. Let me tell all the stories. So yesterday, I came into the gym. I was wearing this shirt, and I was like, it's about to be a great workout. And I did one movement, and then I left. Literally did one movement and I left the gym. It's like sometimes you just come to the gym and it's not your day. Nah. You ain't got the juice, man. You ain't got the juice like that today. So let's talk about another thing. Let's talk about doing compound movements. So a couple of days back, I posted a video of me posing on Instagram, and one of the main comments was, it's like, you know, yo, this guy's so thick. How do you get your muscles so thick? And I'm like, well, you know, I'm slim thick. You feel me? Like, I'm slim thick, but no. But I mean, of course, it's a little bit genetics, but I also think it's the fact that I've done compound movements since like I was 14 years old, and that's helped me build a strong foundation. I mean, even Arnold Schwarzenegger preaches this. You know, he mastered bench, incline, power clean, deadlift, stuff like that. Like, he was a powerlifter before he became a bodybuilder, and that helped him build a strong foundation. So he had overall muscle, he had great muscular development and muscle thickness. So it's like, whenever I really believe in mastering the basics. I mean, I know a lot of bodybuilders that say they don't bench and they don't have to squat in order to build great legs. It's like, that's true to a certain extent for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I attribute a lot of my muscle thickness to doing these compound movements over a long period of time. Like your heaviest lifts come from doing compound movements whenever you're doing bench press. Like, you could bench press more than you could dumbbell press. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could put 315 pounds on the bar and rep it. Well, I mean, not everybody, but you know what I'm getting at. Like, you can only go so high with dumbbells. But when you have a compound movement, it's a lot heavier weight, and that's gonna put a lot more stress on your muscles.
It translates to hypertrophy too.
It translates to hypertrophy, man. So don't be scared of doing compound movements. You need compound movements. So whenever I start a lift, whenever I start an exercise, whenever I start a workout, I try to make sure that the first thing I do is do a heavy compound movement, and then everything else is basically isolation work at that point. Okay, I already explained how to do it. Now I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like in real time when I'm actually doing it for my workout. So this is gonna be, I'm gonna do maybe about 8 to 10 reps and I'm gonna superset it with some lateral raises. So I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like in real time.
This guy went for 12 after he said 10.
I went for 12, I hit 12.
The big deltoids.
6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, a lot of you guys are probably like, why did he leave? Why doesn't he just bring the lateral raises over there? And it's because, for me, I like to move around the gym. That adds like kind of like a little bit of cardio. And once it adds up for their full workout, it's like I did a cardio session within my workout. So, I'll be over there doing overhead presses, and like I'll sprint, maybe do a couple juke moves, maybe fake some defenders out.
This man be like dunking over people that are lifting.
I'll be jumping over people, and I'll come to the rack and do my lateral raises. Instead of just putting it over there, that's another little thing. More movement during the workout burns more calories. So I just like to run around. As you can already tell, I'm out of breath. Okay, I told Jacob to start the camera first, because hold on. Like, you know when you pick up the weight and like you're flexing? I'll show you guys. Like, you see these striations? But, all right, I don't have any tips for this particular workout. I mean, I do. I don't have any tips for this particular movement. I mean, I do, but I'm gonna show you guys something, because I'm supersetting laying lateral raises with this, but I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna just do the set real quick. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're gonna have to make the weight heavier for that one, man.
I was gonna say, it looked a little too easy.
That was too easy. I mean, I thought 70s would be heavy. All right, so let me show you guys something that I do on shoulder days. And these are laying lateral raises. So if you come in more, Jacob, so a lot of people do lateral raises standing, right? Let me show you all an example. A lot of people do their lateral raises standing, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with doing lateral raises standing. But notice something here. Whenever the weight starts getting heavy, you tend to start swinging, right? You tend to start adding momentum to compensate for your shoulder's weakness. So, look. Like that's adding momentum to the lift. Now what laying lateral raises do is take out that momentum. So when I'm laying down like that, there's not many things I can do in order to help my shoulders get the weight up. It's strictly isolating the medial head of my shoulder. So notice, look. Literally, I have to use like all my shoulder strength to get the weight up. I can't move around too much. Right here. So now this 20-pound dumbbell feels heavy as hell. And it's literally isolating my shoulders. Like this is really difficult for me. Oh my goodness. All right, see that right here? Keep it against your body and slightly raise it. You don't want to get out to here because you kind of lose tension within the shoulder. So just keep it straight to 90 degrees from your head, right there. Oh, oh man, that's hard though. So, oh man, I tend to do these over standing lateral raises sometimes because once again, guys, whenever the weight gets heavy and whenever your muscles start getting fatigued, you start to try and compensate for your muscle weakness by adding momentum and using leg drive, using, start swinging your body. And that's not gonna help you isolate your shoulders because when you're working out, what you want to do is isolate the muscle that you're working out. You don't want to keep using other body parts to help you work out that muscle because you're taking away from working out that muscle. So you just gotta, it's all about isolation, man. Compound movements are great because once again, you can go heavy, utilize different muscles to get more weight, but after the compound movements, you don't want to keep utilizing other muscles because you're not going to be working out the main muscle that you came to work out
Don't cheat yourself.
Yeah, don't cheat yourself. I started talking a lot and like all the words started sounding the same. I was tripping. Probably because 21 Savage is playing while I'm talking. So it's like it's hard for me to think about what I'm saying, but yeah. Like this is way more difficult than standing and doing it. Because I can engage more muscles. But right now my shoulder is isolated and it's literally only my shoulder doing all that work. Notice too, I'm not just dropping and letting gravity do the work. I'm controlling it on the way down.
Time under tension.
And fighting gravity. Whew. That's difficult, man. It's a lot harder than I thought. Especially when you superset it with some auto presses, but I need to up the weight. Whew. Yo. So I'm gonna go through like the full set, show you guys what it looks like when I do it in real time. But man, I was talking to some people yesterday. I was talking with the homie. We're talking about 21 Savage. I personally think that 21 Savage is dope, man. And like his argument, he would say that 21 Savage is not good, he's not a good lyricist or whatever. To me, you don't have to be a good lyricist to be a good rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a certain feeling you get with 21 Savage, when you hear that 21, and you get live.
Start.
So, I was telling him, I was like, bro, 21 Savage is a dude. 2017, he's gonna be featured on everything.
Come on, Russ, finish. This man trying to break my foot.
How you been, Jacob?
You guys have no idea how hard this is. Such a great shoulder isolation movement, man. Like literally, the only thing that's working is my shoulders. Oh, 21. All right, so this is the last thing I think I'm gonna tell you guys. Like I have a shoulder, bicep, and tricep workout, but I'm just gonna go ahead and like emphasize and highlight the shoulder portions of the workout. But this is gonna be something for traps. But I just wanna give one more tip, and that's making sure you hit each head of your shoulder. So you got the front delts, side, and you got the rear ones. So, I mean, like, of course, I'm gonna superset this first, but I'm gonna show you guys how to hit the rear delts. But you have to make sure you hit every single head because, like, okay, you get a lot of work from your front delts whenever you're doing pressing movements, bench press, incline, dumbbell bench press, all that good stuff. But I think what gets lost in translation or lost, like, in the whole thing is your rear delts. You have to make sure you're hitting your rear delts because you want that 3D delt look. I mean, like, I don't have, like, great shoulders, but, like, you want your shoulders... You want your shoulders to look like a circle. Like that's why they say boulder shoulders. Because if you're only hitting your front delt and your if you're only hitting your front and side delt, it's gonna look kind of funny when you turn to the side because you're gonna have no meat back there.
It's gonna look like the reverse hunchback.
Yeah, you're gonna have like a reverse hunchback. You're gonna have like this instead of like kind of like, you know, like traps. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have like a trap house right here. So like I do not. A lot of people ask me how to build traps up. Honestly, I don't work out traps a lot. It's like one of those natural things where like I touch weight and my traps just grow. But I mean, I'll just show you how I do my shrugs whenever I do shrugs. But so like I got them trap house traps. All right. So I get the heaviest weight possible because 125 for shrugs is not that heavy. But you know, this is like what we have available to us. All right. Let me show you guys how I do my shrugs. So I do shrug holds, and I kind of superset it by doing high repetitions. So I'm gonna do maybe 4 shrug holds. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then reps. Okay, so then if you come follow me.
A wild Russwole in his natural habitat.
Keep up, bro.
Hey, bro, I don't do cardio.
All right. So now we're supersetting this with some rear delt flies because once again, you got to hit all heads of your shoulders in order to get that 3D boulder shoulder look. So the way I do my face pulls is I get on one knee to kind of minimize the momentum. Because once again, guys, if you're standing, you could like use a little bit of your legs to kind of like pull back. But when I'm kneeling down here, when I'm on the ground, it's literally just all focused on my rear delts. It's like rear delts in your trap area. So let me show you guys how I do this. My hands are overhand on the rope, and all you have to do is kind of like pull with your elbows, if that makes sense to you. Pull with your elbows, slide pause right here.
Almost like you're hitting double biceps in a bodybuilding pose?
Yeah. So it's like you're kind of hitting the rear delt, I mean not rear delt, they're rear double bi. Can you see my rear delts? Like,
oh yeah.
Are they popping?
They're popping.
They're popping. All right, cool.
Nah, I lied. They look tiny.
But yeah, so this kind of like just kneeling down. You guys haven't done face pulls kneeling down. It makes a huge difference. Like this hurts a lot right now. But I remember I used to do them standing, and I can't exactly remember what video I saw. But I noticed the guy was doing a kneeling. And I was like, he must be doing a kneeling because that's gonna take away momentum and take his whole leg drive out of the movement. But yeah, that's my last final tip for you guys. Let me catch my breath. I like ran through, but like you guys saw how look, show them where I ran from, man.
Bro, it's like the dumbbell graveyard over here.
That's including cardio in my workout, right? But anyway, so that's like the last final tip. Once again, guys, make sure you're focusing on hitting. When you're working out shoulders, make sure you focus on hitting all 3 heads of your shoulders. You don't want to just work out your front and your side delts. You want to get in there, do something for your rear delts as well. Still pretty tired. But shout out to 21 Savage, 2121. This video's coming to an end, guys. Hope you guys were able to take some tips from this workout. Yeah, so like always, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Get better today. I'm out.
Stop all that flexing, woke up all my niggas like stop all that resting. Might have my OG come and do a little pressing. You niggas